Hi everyone, we're going to write the partial fraction decomposition. In this particular problem we have a repeated linear factor here. So we want to set it up where we get all the possible A, B's, and C's we can get for the numerator so we can decompose it. So what I mean by that is I'm going to write this as A divided by x minus 1 plus B divided by x minus 1 squared plus C over x plus 1. Because we can have something like this and get this common denominator on this left side here. Now to clear the fractions, we're just going to multiply everything through by our least common denominator, which is this. So when you multiply it on the left side, it's just going to cancel and you get x squared. And then we're going to multiply it by this part. And you just write what's missing here. So we're going to have A, and we need an extra x minus 1, and we're still missing the x plus 1. And plus B, if you cancel that out, we're left with just x plus 1. And the C, we're going to multiply that by x minus 1 squared. And that's just multiplying each term by that and canceling things out. All right, so what we want to do, if we look at this, is go ahead and let x equal 1, because that will cancel out our A and our C. So let's let x equal 1. So we put a 1 here. You're going to get A times 1 minus 1. That gives you your 0, and this is going to be 2 there. Plus B, if you put a 1 in there, that's going to be 2B plus C. You get 1 minus 1 squared. So 1 minus 1 squared is 0. This is going to be 0. So 0 times all that, 0. So you get 1 equals 2B. Therefore, B equals 1/2. All right. Now let's go through. And I'm going to write B equals 1/2. So now we're going to go ahead and let x equal negative 1. So you get, let's write it out, negative 1 squared equals A times negative 1 minus 1 times negative 1 plus 1. And then you get plus B, negative 1 plus 1 plus C times negative 1 minus 1 squared. So what happens here is this is 0. So that zeroes out that. This is 0. It cancels out the B. But for C, negative 1 squared is just 1. Negative 2 squared is 4. So you get C, you're going to get 4C here. So C equals 1/4. Now we only have to find A. So we're going to go ahead and let x equal 0. So let's let x equal 0. Let x equal 0. And when you do that, you're going to get 0 squared equals A times 0 minus 1 times 0 plus 1. And then you're going to get plus B times 0 plus C times negative 2 squared. You plug all that in. So this goes away, and you get 0 equals negative A. This is going to be negative 1. So that's going to be, when you multiply these two, you get negative A. Oh, this was wrong here. Sorry about that. So this is going to be B times 0 plus 1. And then you get plus B. Sorry. And this one's going to be 0. I was looking at the wrong script line. All right. So this is going to be minus C, or plus C, because negative 1 squared is positive. All right. Now we already know what our B and C is. So I'm going to move this A over here, and you get A equals B plus C. So A equals, my B was 1/2, and my C was 1/4, and that equals 3/4. So now we have everything. We have B equals 1/2, and C equals 1/4. So now we just substitute it back into our original equation. So we get x squared divided by x minus 1 squared times x plus 1 equals A, and our A was 3/4, divided by x minus 1, plus B, and our B was 1/2, divided by x minus 1 squared, plus C, and our C was 1/4, divided by x plus 1. And this is your final answer. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.